The following announcement has been paid by The Bottom Line.
Bring the swag like nobody can. I bring the swag like nobody can. I bring the swag like nobody can. I bring the swag like nobody can. Hey, what's good, ladies and gentlemen, man? Hey, man. I don't know if you guys been watching NXT, man, but right now, man, I gotta say, man, I'm loving the Street Profits right now, man. Hey, you know what, man? That really got me thinking, man. Now, imagine, the Street Profits trying to make it in WCW. Now, because of size and gimmicks, there's been some WCW firing that really destroyed their company by letting several superstars release and go. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be discussing the top 10 WWC firings that helped them put them out of business. It's your boy, Suplex City, aka bringing you the bottom line, man. Hey, before we start the video, make sure you please like, share, and subscribe, man, and hit that notification button. You feel me? Brian Pillman. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, man. Every single time when I think of Dean Ambrose and I look at him, Brian Pillman pops in my head, man. That's the first person I think of because they both radical and crazy and they, you know what I'm saying, like, type of stuff. You feel me? Number 9, Rob Van Dam. It's remarkable seeing the future stars of WCW slip away. Their figures like Stone Cold Steve Austin, Edge, Triple H. They all started in WCW and they were all let go. Among working in the early 1990s, there was a high flyer named Robbie V, catching on with some flashes. But just like the other cruiserweights in the era, Robbie was affected with the new boss, Bill Watts, banning moves from the top ropes and majorly screwing things up. WCW let go of the high wave costing, cutting moves, and making this bad for business that Watts created. Moving to ECW, he took the name Rob Van Dam, started wooing the crowd with a fantastic high flying and great attitude. He carried that to WWE and TNA, but he will always forever be an ECW icon. And WCW got to slap themselves on the face for letting someone like him walk away. Number 8, the British Bulldog. Baby Boy Smith had a brief run with WCW in 1993, including for the World Heavyweight feud, but didn't really live to that much. After the Montreal Screwjob, he went with Bret Hart to WCW, and they were just pushed in feuds. He really wasn't happy with the treatment, but he went along with it. At Brawl Brawl, Smith was in the Complex War game match. And then, guess what happened? When he was backdropping to the canvas, fate had it that Smith landed on the trap door that set off the Ultimate Warrior for showing up. None of the wrestlers didn't really know about this. And Smith didn't even have no way of protecting himself, man, which really sucked. He was really out for weeks. And you know what's really grimy? They sent him a pink slip and firing the man, which he was injured on the job that was their fault. Like, seriously? Number 7, Jim Ross. Ross was hired in WCW when they brought out UWF in 1987. He was a play-by-play man that knew great knowledge of wrestling and their passion made wrestling matches fun. Ross was really annoyed when Eric Bischoff took over and led them to some crashes, and which didn't really got him happy with the company. Ross ended up leaving WCW and became good old JR. This caused WCW to lose one of their best voices, and he became WWE's favorite. And this put a bad image on WCW after that. Number 6, Shawn Wilton. I apologize for saying the name wrong, my nose is a little bit stuffy. He was in bad shape in WCW. In WWE, he rose as the 1-2-3 kid. He was a small size figure, but he was a high flyer, doing tag team championships and feuds with Razor Ramon. And he was one of the members of the Clique. Shawn was known for his hard partying, but still able to work in the ring. In WCW, his name was Six, and he had purpose, and he was winning the Cruiserweight title, and he had like a little jerk behavior, but it was good because he was a nice heel. But that got him to some hot water with some partying and with a neck injury. So peep this out. While he was recovering, Eric Bischoff sent him a vice versa message, you know what I'm saying, talking about, hey, he's done, finito, gave him the boot. So he returned back to WWE, joining DX, bow mashing Eric Bischoff. And then he continued with his heel, winning several titles. But this was just another example of WCW firing a superstar that really hurt their company. Now, you can't be partying and still being at the ring at the same time, man. You know what I'm saying? You just can't do that. Did you see Raw 25th year anniversary show? Dude looked tore up, tear up to the head down to the floor like, what? Man, I was like, damn, man. You just can't do that. Number 5, Paul Heyman. He joined in 1989, taking it to Jim Cochran. They had a feud, but then he moved on to both commentary and manager. He was a bashy manager with a bulky cell phone. Heyman had a well-suited WCW look, and he helped him out. In 1992, he took over the Dangerously Alliance and a fantastic collection of heels. And in WCW promised him more. Heyman had his own ambitions, and he was the not type of person that played nice. He crashed with WCW majorly. This came out to a blowout in a huge lawsuit, which today Heyman can't even still talk about it. Heyman was seriously ticked off, and it pushed him to create ECW. Hey man, this showed how much he hated WCW so much more. And if it wasn't for him being fired and all this ugly firing and situation from WCW, ECW probably would have never been created. Number 4, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Woo! This was a worse decision, I apologize if I say this name wrong, by Jim Herd by destroying WCW. In 1990, Sting finally won the NWA World title. And they were promising that Flair was done and Sting was the future. But Sting's title reign was ruined by bad booking. So, they wanted Flair to continue this. But Jim wanted Flair to cut his hair and walk around as a Roman character named Spartacus. Flair wasn't feeling this at all. And he ended up leaving a week before the Big Bash pay-per-view. And then, guess what, man? They gave the title, you know what I'm saying, they gave the title to Lex Luger that night, winning over Bobby Pillman. Now, Flair went to WWE, tried to get that dream feud match with Hulk Hogan. Then after that, he returned back to WCW, but things weren't the same, and they never actually recovered from this. Number 3. Mick Foley. It seemed like Mick Foley was really pushed out of WCW when you really think about it. Because of his unhuman ability and took damage, Cactus Jack was a good face of the company. He had feuds with Sting and others. In Germany, Vader and Cactus Jack went at it and he lost his ear. Ooh. WCW settled him down for a hobo skit called Lost in Cleveland that really ruined his drive. But Philly kept going on with it because of his contract, but he really felt lost and annoyed. And they had a rematch, once again where Vader powerbombed him to the concrete. And the commentators didn't even sell it at all. Like, seriously? Yo, man, that really took them off, man. He was like, yo, they really have no idea on how to book me. So he left. He went to ECW, then later on moved on to WWE. Number 2. The Undertaker. WCW really got to be kicking themselves right now in the nutsack. In the late 1989, Mark Calloway was very impressive, man. He had a great look, man. And he was very skyscraper and had the potential, especially walking on the top ropes, man. But WCW really didn't even see long-term relationships for him, so they cut him loose. WWE hired him and gave him a new cartoonish gimmick like The Undertaker. But hey, he worked with it and made it very successful. He paid a way of classic matches and the streak and more. And Undertaker was always loyal to Vince. He never really attempted to jump ships or anything like that. And now he's an icon in the business. Thus, WCW really gave away one of their biggest faces to WWE. Damn. WCW. Rest in peace. Number 1, Stone Cold Steve Austin. This firing changed the course of wrestling history. Stone Cold was born to be a star. Everyone could see it. In WCW, he was stunning Steve, winning the TV title, and with Brian Pillman doing great tag team matches together as the Hollywood Blondes. Politics split them up because of height, which I thought that was stupid, but Stone Cold still survived. He won the United States Championship title. Ric Flair even saw potential in the guy, but Eric Bischoff didn't, man. So, when he won the US title, he had to drop it to Ricky Steamboat, and he was injured, but lost the title in 30 seconds to Hacksaw Jim Dog. Oh! Austin had a bitricep injury, man, and he was, recuperating. And then guess what, man? Eric Bischoff fired the guy through FedEx. Damn. That ticked off Austin, man. He went to ECW, where he was just working on his promos and then bad mouthing and smashing on WCW. You know what I'm saying? Then he went to WWE, and the rest became history. Now, if Austin would have stayed in WCW, man, we would have never had that Stone Cold Steve Austin rattlesnake, because WCW was more like WWE how it is right now with the whole PG thing. You feel me? And WWE was more like, hey, middle finger thing. You feel me? So we would have never had the toughest SOB at all. Austin would have probably been one of the members of the NWO. Damn, imagine that. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to know from you guys out there, man. Do you think WCW made the right call by firing these WWE superstars? Because I think they did, because it really hurt their business. And I want to know from you guys out there, which WCW hiring helped their business? You guys let me know, man. I want to know what you think, man. Drop your 2 cents in your comments down below, man. Hey, much respect and much love to my new subscribers, man. All day, every day, salute. You feel me? Hey, man, make sure if you got a smartphone or an iPhone, you download Wrestling to Me Know right now, man. It's the app you need for all you true wrestling fans. Also, shout out to my boy Easy Scoop if you need the latest scoop of what's going on in the WWE right now, man. Hey, man, this your boy Suplex City, a.k.a. Ooh, man, signing off. And don't forget to always keep it too sweet. I bring the swag, nigga, I bring the swag, nigga, kid.
The following announcement has been paid by The Bottom Line.